Every first-time visitor arrives in Paris with a list. It usually looks less like a vacation and more like a marathon of mandatory, towering sites that have to be conquered before the flight home. You stand in front of places like the Louvre, taking in the immense scale of these stone facades. The sheer physical size and the endless historical weight demand your absolute attention. But navigating crowds of tens of thousands of people across these vast stone courtyards takes a toll. By day 3, that initial wonder often gives way to complete traveler burnout. Treating a city strictly as a museum of giant monuments keeps you at a distance. You end up observing the architecture, but missing the actual living culture underneath it. Good morning, guys. Ash Paris ki suba prach alagi feel hori hai. Moving away from the crowds, I'm sitting inside a small, cozy cafe while a light rain falls outside.
Sach kahun to Paris is known globally for the Eiffel Tower, but its authentic charm hides in the quiet lifestyle of the locals and the rhythm of its narrow alleys. I ordered my favorite vanilla latte. It's smooth, it's warm, and honestly, कभी-कभी लाइफ में बस इतना ही काफ़ी होता है. एक गरम कॉफ़ी and finding that perfect सुकून, that profound sense of peace in a brand new city. आज का plan is to deliberately ignore the grand avenues. We are going to explore the hidden side streets, find a local bakery, and eventually take a walk by the Seine River at sunset. Today is an experiment in slowing down, a chance to see if participating in these small daily rituals changes how the city feels. If you look at the city's most famous historical intersections, the architecture is designed to inspire awe, but it can also feel incredibly intimidating. These massive structures were built as symbols of imperial power and military triumph. Looking at how towering monuments dwarf the tiny figures and carriages below, it's clear they were designed to make the individual feel small. Modern travelers arrive craving a personal connection, but they are met with vast, open squares that project historical authority rather than emotional warmth. This explains why you can stand in front of unquestionable beauty and still feel culturally isolated. Monumental architecture simply doesn't offer the human warmth a first-time visitor is looking for. To find the living city, you have to physically step off those wide, straight tourist boulevards and navigate into the dense, irregular network of older residential neighborhoods. Here, the Parisian café has functioned for generations as the true social living room for the city's residents. It's where business is discussed, where debates happen, and relationships are built. Then there is the local boulangerie. A place like Boulangerie Pépite anchors the daily life of the street. Picking up a fresh, warm pastry here isn't a rushed transaction. It's a slow, sensory experience grounded in the community. The real cultural currency of Paris lives right here. It is exchanged daily in these unhurried moments of food, coffee, and quiet conversation. As the day turns to evening, these two versions of the city, the monumental and the intimate, finally merge along the banks of the Seine River. Historically, these stone riverbanks have served as a great equalizer for Parisian society. It is a completely free space, meant purely for citizens to pause, relax, and sit by the water. When the sunset hits, the warm evening light softens the daunting scale of the surrounding architecture. Those towering stone facades retreat, becoming a quiet, romantic backdrop. In this light, the monuments stop being loud destinations and become a quiet frame for the life happening along the water. We started this morning carrying the pressure of a massive checklist, anxious to see everything the brochures told us to see. But letting go of that pressure allowed us to actually feel the city's natural rhythm. The exhaustion of navigating the postcard version of Paris faded the moment we sat down in that rainy cafe. If you enjoy this kind of travel, I encourage you to try it. Next time you visit a new place, get lost in the side streets. Find a quiet bakery, sit down, and watch the locals. A city's memory is carried through these quiet human connections and the specific sukoon found while sitting in the shadow of history.